What we have here today is basically we have a black sedan, four-door, driving northbound on MLK. We had two females crossing the street from west to east off of MLK, and as they were crossing the street, apparently one of the females was struck, and then the car continued and hit the light pole and the Metro bus stop. This happened about 11:52 a.m. The female that was deceased is about a 19-year-old female. So we want to pray for her family and make sure that we send the prayers out for that. This time, the vehicle did catch on fire. In that vehicle was a 20-year-old female and a 2-year-old baby. The 20-year-old female was transported to Ben Taub. The 2-year-old baby was transported to Texas Children, and they're being under evaluation right now. At this time, we don't know if speed was an issue. We don't know if alcohol or drugs was involved in the incident at this time. We do have the DA's office, ADA Fuller, with us today, and the DA team here on scene. We also have Vehicular Crimes Division conducting their investigation, and we're still canvassing the area to find out if any of those other issues was a problem.
Wow. I know it's still under investigation, but can we just touch on the Easter weekend? And it's so sad that it's two females. I mean, they kind of mirror each other in age, and it's just pretty devastating. Can we just talk about just awareness of driving this weekend?
Yes, so, when we're driving, we do expect, most citizens to follow the speed limit and the laws that we have here that's set forth here, and that's for a reason, so we are able to stop, be more defensive in our driving. So right now, again, it is Easter weekend. We want people to caution themselves with drinking and driving, call a taxi or Uber if that's the case. We don't know if that's the case here, but just for all the citizens, just to be careful for Easter weekends. We don't want to kind of reduce any more tragedies happening this weekend.
The vehicle was traveling northbound. Do we know if the pedestrian was in the crosswalk or near the crosswalk?
We're trying to determine that right now. We don't know how far. We know it was close to the crosswalk. We're not sure if it was on the crosswalk or not. It appears maybe to be outside of the crosswalk, but we're not sure at this time exactly where it was.
And then I think you mentioned it earlier. Are you still trying to determine if the light was green or?
Correct. We don't know if the light was green or red right now. We're canvassing the area for video, and until we get that, we won't know.
Can you guesstimate the speed of the vehicle?
Not at this time. We see Vehicular Crimes Division is doing their investigation, and they'll let us know.
And then you mentioned that the car caught on fire. Was the female and the child out of the vehicle after it caught on fire, or while it was on fire?
I'm not sure if it was after or on, but they're both doing okay with superficial, injuries at this time. So as far as that's concerned, I don't think there was any burns or anything else like that too.
And the other female, did she sustain any injuries?
Just which one? The 16-year-old that was crossing the street?
Yes.
Yes. No, she made it through the street without any injuries.
And then from what you gathered on the scene, can you tell us what the pedestrians were doing or where they were coming from? We heard maybe from the nail shop.
Correct. They were coming from the nail shop. They were waiting in the nail shop. From what they're saying, they were waiting there for 10 minutes. They realized that the nail shop only took cash, so they were coming across the street to come to the gas station to get cash so they can get their nails done. That's what.